I was happy with the result against Penn. For I think the fourth time in 5 games, we had our scoring was spread out. We had 4 different people score. That's always a positive that you can have that kind of balance. And I also, was really happy with the fact that we were able to get 29 shots. We've been averaging about 20 shots a game, so I'm pretty happy with the offense. I felt there was times that we had, created some opportunities along the right baseline, and we're not able to finish when we pass the ball out in front of the net. But that's obviously something that you're working towards improving as the year goes on. But we also, did a nice job defensively. We only gave up 2 penalty corners, and again, our back line has been playing spectacular. We've really been limiting other teams with the penalty corners, and we just have a lot of confidence in what our back line can do for us. Plus, Alex Bodie came up big a couple of times early in the first half when we started out a little bit slowly. Once Hannah Beleza was able to score off the penalty corner, I think we just sort of took a deep breath, and things started to flow. And then Kate Thompson made an interception in the midfield and fed Katie DeStio, and Katie did an excellent job of working the baseline and then getting a one-on-one against the goalkeeper, and showed a lot of composure, pulled the ball, and passed it into the empty net. So that was a great goal. It sort of set the tone for us, and then Kate was able to intercept and come in and take a shot from the midfield. So it's always a bonus when your midfield can give you some added scoring. And then again we scored off of a set play in our penalty corners in the second half. So overall, there's a lot of positives. The fact that we got the shutout, we were happy with the fact that we had the balanced offense. And one of the things that I'm really happy about is how much, as I mentioned, how much balance we're getting in our scoring. But I'm also really pleased with, the commitment that they have to defense. Our tackling back and putting pressure on their backs has been very good all season. And the fact that we've got depth, we know that we can keep fresh legs in there all the time. And I thought that people coming off the bench did an excellent job. Mallory Bannon came off the bench and had 5 shots for us, so that was excellent. And the week before, Kat DiPastina against St. Joe's came off the bench and scored. So that kind of depth and balance is something that we're hoping that we can continue to use to our advantage throughout the year. One of the biggest pluses that we have had so far this season is Katie DeStio's play. She spent last season sort of nursing a couple of injuries and had surgery in the off season, and it's made a huge difference. Her play has been very consistent, and not only is she scoring regularly for us, but she's a spark plug. She creates so many opportunities for her teammates. And one of the things that I've noticed maybe more than anything else in her development as a player this year is her defending has been terrific. She's been a real she's been the key in terms of setting her zone up, and her commitment to coming back and putting pressure on the backs and on the mids. Really, with her speed, just creates a lot of havoc up front. So having her healthy has just been, an amazing sort of addition, because after having seen how she really toughed it out last year and played really hard, but she's just taken her game to another level this year. We have a lot of confidence in our backfield. We've got starting 4 seniors right now: Maddie Prodanovic, Sarah Sanders, Steph Sanders, and Liz Scovey. And they are consistently just doing a fantastic job, both working the ball out and also shutting the other team down. I mean, we've had I think 2 corners last game, and we've been averaging, other than our first game of the season, we've been averaging just a handful of corners, per game. So it just gives the team a lot of confidence, knowing that if they're able to get through, that we've got such strong, experienced people in the backfield that really don't lose their composure. going into the Columbia game, we've been continuing to working on trying to sharpen things up. We know that Columbia is going to be a good team. They're usually a pretty balanced team. We know they work very hard. We expect them to be pretty disciplined, and so we know it's going to take our best game to beat them. So we're really focused on that. Obviously, this weekend we also have a tough test with Virginia. They're having another excellent season. One of the top-ranked teams in the country, so it's a real opportunity for us to go out there and get some incredible competition, and we're looking forward to that challenge as well.